Hello, guys. I'm from France. My English is kind of approximate. It's bad, you know. It's not good, but I really believe that I have to speak what I saw when I was kid at the age of 4. Um, Then yeah, I'm gonna try to do it like to make this video not too long, and yeah, just yeah. And at the age of 4, I saw God. I saw Jesus Christ. I don't care no whatever anyone could say. I saw him, and I remember damn well. This is actually at this age. This is the only maybe a second thing that I remember, but this is the only thing that I remember very well, like it was yesterday, you know. But I really want to say that I didn't saw him like a dream, you know, a vision or stuff like that. It wasn't that. Wait, it wasn't that. Okay, it wasn't a dream. It wasn't a vision, and I could saw him like I could see my own mother, like you see right now. Yeah, but anyway, I'm gonna explain. But for the story, I saw him at the age of 4, but I don't know. I just forgot it until I became Christian at the age of 24. At the age of 24, I became Christian. Again, I'm gonna try to make this video not too long, but I was 18. I didn't like Christianity, Catholicism, and stuff like that. But at that point of my life at 24, I was looking for the truth, and obviously, he found me again. But yeah, and when I became Christian, I bought the Bible and read, and there is a passage where Jesus Christ come to an hill with 2 of his disciples, and he got like I don't know the English word, but transfigured, like the cloth was pure white, his face was glowing and stuff like that. When I read that, it's when I remember that I saw him at the age of 4. It's when I remember everything. And I was like, what? How can I forget that? How can I forget this? You know, but anyway, when at the age of 4, what I saw is like, I remember I woke up that day, and this day, it was really like sunny. It was sunny, and when I woke up, I thought to myself, I'm gonna find a treasure. I'm sure I'm gonna find a treasure today. And I just, you know, you had the living room, and in the left, you can go into a garden. You know, we had a garden at that time, and with my mother, and I just go to the garden because I felt that it was there, you know. Then I go to the garden with my how can I say that, the thing you use to to dig a hole, and also my small car. I had a car, but anyway, um, I, I, I I brought those with me into the garden, you know. But if I remember well, the thing that I had to dig wasn't really something for it. It was kind of similar, but anyway. And I tried to dig, and that day again it was really sunny, and I thought, damn, today is a good day. I remember that, and I started to dig, but the ground was too solid, too thick, too yeah. Anyway, it was too hard, to dig. And I thought to myself, anyway, I'm not gonna dig, and just start playing. And I don't know why. I wanted to look at the sun. Then I looked at the sun, and I thought, damn, it is really like there's so much light, you know. But it was burning my eyes. Then I stopped, obviously I stopped, and I I look at the right of me, and it is when I saw him, because when I look at the right of me, I could see a ball of light. I know it sounds crazy, but I could see a ball of light, and that light was like the sun. And I thought to myself, there is a sun, there is a sun right beside me, I thought it was the sun. And I was like, damn, this is the sun. And I was like, but why the sun is there when it is in the sky? Then I look up to the sky again. But when I look at the sky, my eyes was burning. I stopped. I couldn't keep that. Then I look up again to the right, and still there was a ball of light. But that light wasn't burning my eyes. It didn't burn my eyes. And it's when I understand that this light is not the sun. It's not the sun because it didn't burn my eyes. And right when I understand that, it took a shape of humanoid shape. It grows, and it took a humanoid shape. When it took that shape, he was rather tall, even though I was a kid, I could understand that he was tall, like maybe like 180. I don't know if it's the same thing for in English. I don't know, but yeah. And he took the form of humanoid form. And I remember I was like, I wasn't afraid of that. I wasn't afraid. And I thought to myself that, damn, I'm not afraid. I know him. Because when he took the full form, I knew him. I'm gonna say something very important, but when he took that form, I knew him already. And I thought to myself that I know him before knowing my own mother. And I was like, oh, it's not possible. But I just thought that because, I was a kid and I didn't look for a reason for that. But I know him before my own mother. Anyway, this is very important because in the Bible you have verses that speak about that, knowing you before you come to that world. God knowing you before coming to that world. And But at that time, obviously, I didn't knew it, you know. But yeah, there is that, and yeah, when I thought that for myself, like that I knew him before my own mother, I was I grabbed him because it was like I didn't saw him like it was so long ago, you know, and I grabbed him and I was so excited. I was happy, you know. Um, but something strange happened because when I grabbed him, um, I know it's weird, but my head my head entered him. I could pass through him. At least this part could could go through him. And when I did go through him, I saw lights. I saw the universe. I don't know if it was the universe. Actually, I don't know, but it was a space like the universe, like black, but there is light, and those light were alive. It, this was some light, but it was like the stars. You know, you could see stars, and you just see a light. You know, like yeah, it looked like it, but much bigger, and they there were multiple light, and but they were alive. They didn't speak to me. They didn't speak, but I knew they were alive. You know, and I was so mesmerized by that. And I thought, oh, I have to. I don't know. I just go through him much more, and I heard a voice telling me, no, don't go there, don't go further, you know. And when I hear that voice, man, I'm gonna speak like I speak normally, you know. I was shitting my pants, bro. That voice, bro. You can't say no. It's not possible. You can't. And I was so afraid. And I pushed him. And I was like, damn, I have to go back. And I go back to my living room. I just go back to my living room, right? And I was, um, how can I say that? I was crying. No, how can I say? I was just looking for my mom, like crying. I don't know what to say, speaking loud, you know. Mom, come, there is someone in the garden. And she said, no, that's impossible. The lock is door. There is nobody. Let me alone, basically. And I was like, no, there is someone, you know. And I remember him looking at me from the garden, and there was a feeling of nostalgia, or like 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 when someone leave, you know, it's time, you know. And I felt it, and I was like, no, I'm joking, come back. I run to that garden, and when I ran to that garden, I knew he was leaving. I knew it, you know. Then I ran, and when I got to the garden, the light was disappearing. It become like a light bulb again, and just vanished. And I was so sad. I was sad, not so sad, but I was sad because he lived, you know. And I thought to myself, oh, it's because I enter in him. I saw stuff that shouldn't be, you know. And but I thought to myself, yo, but maybe that's the sun that took a shape of human. I don't know, but you know, when you're a kid, you're kind of stupid, you know. And I thought to myself, yeah, that was the sun. I'm gonna call the sun again, you know. And but my eyes were burning. Then I stopped, and I was like, no, that wasn't the sun. And I understood that it would not come back. Then I was just spending my days, and after I got tired, and I thought to myself, like, I'm gonna sleep, you know. And I wanted to sleep. Then I go back to my room, but I knew at that time, I was like, did I dream that? Even though I knew I didn't dream that, you know, but I was like, did I dream that? It was weird. And because you are a kid, you don't care, you know. But I remember that I said that to myself. And I was like, well, let's sleep. I slept. I woke up. And after that, I don't remember, you know. But yeah, I saw him as a kid at the age of 4. And I didn't believe because I saw him. I believe because of his word. When I saw what Jesus Christ is saying, and who he is, and stuff like that. When I saw that, when I read that, I believed him. I just believed it. But I didn't believe because I saw him. I know many people are like, yo, but if he show up to me, I'm gonna believe and stuff. I'm telling you, bro, you can saw him, you can see him, but I'm telling you, you will not believe. You will not believe because you saw him. You don't. You believe because of his word, of what he has done, of who he is. And when I remember that at the age of 24, and I was like speechless. I was like, damn, man, you really don't believe because you saw? You really believe because of him, because of his word and who he is, you know. Then, yeah, I could go through more and stuff, but I wanted to make a short video, which I didn't reach because it's already like almost 20 minutes of videos. It's kind of long, yeah. But yeah, I think it's only one that I'm gonna make. Maybe I'm gonna make more. I don't know. I'm not. I don't know all the verses. I don't know, like some of my sisters and brothers that really knows the word and preaching and stuff like that. But I believe that what I saw is very, very important because it's God. It's God, man. And he showed up to me for what? If I don't speak, if I don't speak, if I don't say, I could tell myself that it's just for me, but I don't believe so. And especially nowadays that people are like, no, but you have to show, you have to prove nothing because he's God. And the fact that you are alive today is enough proof of himself. And again, you don't believe because you see. You really don't. Because I didn't. Anyway, I hope this video gonna help some people, or just maybe like reinforce their faith, and you know, I don't know, but yeah, that's what I saw. I saw God, Jesus Christ, at the age of 4. It wasn't a dream. It wasn't a vision. It was real. Yeah. Anyway, see ya.